decade. If it is not you, it is your siblings. If it's not your siblings, it is your extended family. I remember one of our brother who went home from Germany a few years ago for Christmas. He was killed on his way to the airport. I remember some of our Oduduwa brothers who came back from the United States. They were murdered in their hotel room in Lagos. I remember also one of our brothers from Edo State who came for Christmas. He was kidnapped and killed by the Fulani terrorists. There are many of them, but I'm just mentioning prominent ones, those ones that have affected their society positively. They were killed by either the Nigerian army or the terrorist Fulanis. And now we are engaging them man to man. We are engaging them iron to iron, gun to gun, bullet to bullet, bomb to bomb. And whatever they bring, we will engage them with that. The reason why you must sit at home tomorrow, which continues for the second phase, is in protest for the Islamic status of Nigeria without your consent. 2, even though they have decided to change Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court judgment, we will continue to use this particular sit at home to demand his release and to continue to call the subconsciousness of Biafrans not to forget Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. 3 is to continue to prepare the mind of Biafrans that we are about to go home. The days of declaration of Biafra is fast approaching. And we are training you to be mentally strong. The reason, again, is that you don't prefer us to be throwing bombs at each other with the Nigeria terrorist state than the particular approach we are using at this point, which is the guerrilla warfare. I don't think you will prefer bomb being thrown in your market than this sit at home, because that is the second phase or the second choice you have. If you would prefer us to go into conventional war, because we are ready for anything, if that is what you expect us to do, then we will go into conventional war. You will not even have a place to go to do business, not to talk of sit at home. But because we have considered that that is not an option at this point, until it becomes the only option. But for now, we will not give Nigeria a chance to engage us in conventional warfare, because we have thought about it, we thought about you, and that is what we have decided, that the only way to keep the spirit alive and to continue to make history, to prove to the world how serious and resolute you are to get your freedom, sit at home must continue. Every Monday, in addition to that, every now and then, whenever the opportunity calls and whenever there is need for us to have extra sit at home, just like this particular one that is coming, we are going to call for it. The reason why we are sitting at home tomorrow and next tomorrow is to protest Nigeria Islamic State status without the consent of Christians, without the consent of Biafrans, without the consent of other religious group. And because they have guns, they have weapons, and they have bullets, they have succeeded to manipulate their way into becoming officially Islamic State of Nigeria. And some idiot are there shouting about Christmas. What do you know about Christmas? What do you know about Christmas? I remember in those days when we were kids, we used to celebrate Christmas. We used to celebrate Christmas. in 1999, when the so-called democracy came back to the zoo. When Obasanjo became the president, some of us didn't know anything else. That what we wanted to know is that, oh, a Christian has become the president. Now we have Obasanjo, he's a Christian. I don't know how many of you listening to me this evening on Space actually remembered this, that it was a big thing in our different schools in those days. They say, who is the president of Nigeria in 1999? They say Obasanjo is not the president, he's a Christian. Now, oh, everybody was celebrating it. Now we have Christian president. As far back as then, we were able to fight between Christians and Muslims. Today, it is no longer about just talking in primary school or secondary school. It is now guns and bullets that is talking for them. Some of you have been caged using religion that you shouldn't defend yourself. That is what we are doing today. We will defend you to the last. The BIAFRA government has taken that responsibility. You can never be forced into Islamic State of Nigeria. And I am aware that the military are sick and tired of fighting against the Biafra Liberation Army. But those who don't know how to use gun are the one pushing them. Well, if they push you and you come to Biafra land, like many of you that are in Biafra land today, to kill Biafrans, believe me, my job is to make sure that you never leave Biafra land alive. The years of killing is over. I continue to say it. Biafra people can never suffer what Kaduna people have suffered in the hand of Nigeria army. Biafra people can never again suffer what Biafra have suffered in Nigeria army until 2021. The game has changed. Biafra can never suffer those things again. The killings, humiliation, atrocities, the genocide against our people before Simon Ekpa became the prime minister. It can never happen again. Because now it is gone for gone. Our gun is against you. So my reason for coming to this space this evening is to educate our people to understand the importance of the sit at home. You know, they tell you, you have been sitting at home for 2 years. Oh, did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out? It is not just about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu coming out. Is your Biafra struggle about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu coming out? It is one of the reasons for what we are doing today. One of many, many reasons. The most important thing is that you continue to remain resolute to show that indeed the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have not defeated you. And today you have proven that. So whenever they come to tell you, you have been sitting at home for 2 years and not, tell them there is something. The reason why Nigeria is crying today is not just about the gun we are shooting. It's not just about neutralizing the Nigeria terrorist army, which we are doing, the Biafra Liberation Army is doing. It is because we are strangling them economically, strangling them militarily, strangling them otherwise. That is why they are crying. We are holding them, fighting them from all fronts. The economic front, the military front, and every other front. We are dealing with them. The most important thing in this sit at home is the delegitimization of the people that represent Nigeria within Biafra land. The delegitimization of governors. There is no other way to delegitimize governors than this sit at home. Because they have been fighting the sit at home since 2021. We have defeated them. We defeat them democratically. We defeat them militarily. We defeat them in any angle. So when you sit at home, you have delegitimized the governors. They are crying. They will not cry in the public, but I watch their crime or their cry in the mirror every day. They cry. For the past few days, they have been having meeting. How to approach Simon Ekpa. How to. I am saying it openly this evening on this space. I am not open for negotiation. And no Biafra person serving under Biafra government is open for negotiation. If I hear that you are talking to anybody back home, you are out of the government. Our talk with them, we start by pulling the military out of Biafra street. Talk with them, we start. When we see Masinam Dikano walking freely out of the DSS dungeon, that is the term and condition of negotiation. Nobody. If I hear and hear people that anybody within the Biafra government in exile or the de facto government is listening or discussing with anybody as a Nigerian representative, you are out. And once you are out, I will invoke the spirit of Biafra to deal with you. Because we're not just going to allow you to just go like that. So nobody serving under this government that I'm Prime Minister is allowed to discuss anything with anybody representing Nigeria. There is no room for negotiation. There is no room for discussion. There is no room to discuss anything. Our discussion is very, very clear. The negotiation, the term and condition for negotiation start by withdrawing the Nigerian military, start by seeing we can walk freely from this dungeon. Then we are open for negotiation. Apart from that, there's no negotiation. We will give you times 3 of what we have given you before. And this evening, I am calling on Biafrans. It is not necessary you go home this Christmas. Send money to your people. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Don't go home. The Nigeria state terrorists are doing everything to start eliminating our people this December. And it is the responsibility of this government to protect you. And the least we can do is to give you intelligence. If you like, listen to it. If you like, don't. I have given you examples of people that were killed last 2 years, those who were not even Biafrans. I have given you the example of the person that was killed from Edo State. I'm giving you example of prominent people that Nigeria government, using their uniform men, killed while they come home for Christmas. The man that was murdered in the hotel room in Lagos is one of them. The prince from Edo State that was killed, kidnapped and killed, was kidnapped almost at the military checkpoint. While going back to Lagos, he was killed. The Biafran that came from Germany to his village was killed on his way back to the airport. These are verifiable facts. The information is there. They have forgotten him. He was killed by police and army in the checkpoint. They have forgotten him. If he did not go back to Biafra land during the Christmas, he will never be killed. And so, the information I have come to give Biafra this evening is that the money you are going to use to travel to village this Christmas, send it to your people and let them live better life this Christmas. For those who are in the village, they know how to defend themselves, they know how to protect themselves, but you don't know how to protect yourself when you go back. Especially against Islamic State of Nigeria. Because this Christmas, when you see all of them mounting the checkpoint, those that we have not dismantled yet, the checkpoint is not to check those who are criminals. The checkpoint is to check those coming from abroad, to check Biafrans coming from abroad and those that are going to adopt, because whether you are a Biafra or not, they believe you are funding the liberation of Biafra from diaspora. So you are number one target. If it is not necessary for you to go home, don't go. We don't want to lose you. Not for anything. I want you to understand that our focus must not be distracted. Our target must not be distracted. Our target is to neutralize Nigeria, terrorist army, and terrorists in uniform until there are no more in Biafra soil. And you must not distract us by channeling our energy, looking how to protect you, coming for Christmas. Don't come. Stay where you are. Your people don't need you. They need your money. Send money to them and live for your people. You don't need to go home. If that's our brother who was in Germany, if he did not go, he will still be solving family problem today. He will still be sending 100 euros, 200 euros to his family, solving their problem today. But today, the family has lost their breadwinner. Nobody can send them money from Germany again. Because they want to go to a village to eat nkwobi. Because some of you in village, you are telling your brothers, your sisters to come back home. To do what? At this critical time, at this dangerous time in our life, you are asking people to come home. To do what? If you go after this warning that I'm giving you people today, after this intelligence that I'm giving you people today, and Nigeria army kill you, believe me, if we know that you come from abroad and they kill you, sometimes they will not even release your body. But if they release your body, your people will never, ever bury that body in peace. Because these are the people that is making the liberation of Biafra difficult. What are you going home to do? To pose danger to yourself? Bring anger and agony to your people when they kill you? You can go if you want after Christmas. But you see this season is not an ordinary season. It is not a season that you have ever seen before. This is a different Christmas. A Christmas where before the Christmas, you have been recognized as an Islamic nation, Islamic state. Do you know what that means? What it means is that everybody coming home to celebrate Christmas is an infidel, and you are a target. All this Janjaweed, all this Boko Haram that you see in the military roaming around in the southeast, they are not there this Christmas to protect you. What they are there to do is to commit jihad because they know you are coming for Christmas. Christmas is not allowed in Islamic State. Nigeria is officially Islamic State. I do not want to know how you feel about what I'm saying, but this is the fact. So it is very important that I'm raising this issue today. And on the 23rd of this month, Anambra State specifically, only Anambra will be locked down. The reason for Anambra locking down is to make sure that Soludo does not bury the family member that died in peace. Because most of the Biafra people they are killing, the families have not even retrieved their body, not to talk of giving them a befitting burial. So we can never allow anybody to have state burial in Biafra land under Nigeria. That thing that they subject other Biafrans to, they will take part of it. So Ludo and his family can never bury their siblings or their relative that died this Christmas in peace. We'll make sure that Anambra State is locked down on the 23rd of December because we have information that Soludo is having burial on the 23rd of December. So 23rd, Anambra will be locked down to make sure that nobody will go to Soludo's burial. Soludo's uncle. I don't know whether it's uncle or whatever, but the family is having burial on the 23rd of December. And if they postponed it, we will postpone the sit at home for Anambra until they are going to bury him in secret. And nobody will grace the occasion. This is what they have done to other Biafrans. I want you to understand that when Obiozo, the former president of Ohaneze Igbo, when he died, he was buried in secret. Did you see where Obiozo was buried? He was buried in secret. That is the life they have chosen. And we are going to give it to them. I want to ask you, how many of you know when Obiozo was buried? He was shouting every day on social media, shouting, Fulani pressing him like remote control. All of them. We don't want Biafra. We want Igbo. We want Igbo nation. He died. And upon all the name he created himself for himself, ambassador of Nigeria, this former ambassador, this all those names were completely rubbish because nobody knew when he was buried. Because of the lifestyle he lived, Hope Uzodinma manipulated him, used him against Biafra people. He died. He was buried in secret. Is that the kind of life anybody wants to live? What you give to other Biafrans, we will give it to you. So we are going to use that as an example. You see Okwadike that died. Any day they fixed burial for Okwadike, we will lock Anambra down, except they bury him in Abuja. And at the end of the day, Okwadike will be buried in secret. Go and mark today's date. We will see this even at your death. We will make sure that you take part, your own portion of evil in the grave. You will take it to the grave. How can you live such life? You live all your life, you become a former governor, this, that, and then after that, when you die, you contributed in killing Biafra people, you've supported the genocide against your own people, and you think you are going to enjoy your burial? Never. We are going to use every mechanism to make sure that those killing and committing genocide in our land pay for it. Look at what is happening in Kaduna. They bomb the villagers and they come and start apologizing. This is not the first time. This is not the second time. This is not the third time. This is the fourth time within 2 years. They bomb innocent women and children. And this same bombing is happening in Biafra land every day. In Imo State, to be specific. Imo State, they have been bombing us until we have anti-aircraft to fight them. How many of you in the international community today knew that Biafra Liberation Army have anti-aircraft? You don't know that. You don't know the reason why you are not seeing them spraying bomb and killing women in Imo State. It's because of our anti-aircraft. We have anti-aircraft. And we're using it on them. Whenever the aircraft come to bomb Imo State, we fire anti-aircraft. And they will run away. I am telling you, even this morning today, 17th day of December 2023, the military, Nigeria Air Force came to Imo State to bomb. We shot at them and they left. This has been going on every day. Every day they come to bomb. We face them because we have the arms, we have the ammunition, and that's what we'll continue to have until we are going to upgrade. In 2024, Biafra Liberation Army will upgrade. Our upgradement is going to shock the world. So my people, what we are doing in the government of Biafra in exile and in the homeland is to make sure that no Biafran will die for Christmas. Because everything they want to do is to make you come home and they kill you like they have done before, and then they have reduced the population, they have reduced our strength. Our strength in Biafra lies on Biafrans in diaspora. So those of you in diaspora, you don't need to go home this Christmas. All your people need is not, they don't need you. What they need is money to be able to feed well and eat well during the Christmas. What they need is money to buy rice and eat. The rice that ordinary people can no longer buy. They need your money to buy rice. You don't need to spend 2,000 euros, $2,000 buying flight ticket. Send the money to your people. They don't need you. You are a threat to them because once you get killed, every future is gone. Once you get killed in Nigeria, those people that are looking up to you to go to school will no longer go to school. The children, your extended family you are training, you have rubbished their future, you have destroyed everything about them by a single decision of entering plane and going to Nigeria. You don't need to do that now. But if you think that, because some of you think that some of us, shouting for Biafra, we don't know what we're doing. If you think that we don't know what we're doing, go back. I will be the one to share your dead body, your corpse, when Nigeria kills you. Because once they kill you, they will video it and then share it out. Share it on social media. That's what they do. How can you kill almost 200 or over 200 of innocent women that took them? And it is all about, sorry, it was a mistake. And that is because it is in the north. It is not in the south. If it is in the south, they have done worse than that until I said enough is enough. We are going to raise this army, and we have raised army. We are going to raise fighters, and we raise BIAFRA resistance fighters, and they are fighting these monsters in military uniform. And today they are crying. They have not started crying. We are coming. Our duty as a government of Biafra in exile is to protect innocent children, innocent women, and vulnerable people against Nigeria-sponsored jihad, against Islamic State of Nigeria. And we are doing that, and we are succeeding. So I'm going to have a few minutes of question and answer for everyone who wants to ask question. You are free to ask any question that bothers you. The Deputy Minister of Communication or Media, Raphael Ajare, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, my able and formidable Prime Minister. Biafrans are so proud of you, my Prime Minister. Thank you so very much. Heavens, only heavens will reward you. And what we pray for a reward right now is more strength, energy, more wisdom. Like we prayed for 1,000 men wisdom, and we can evidently see it playing out today. Thank you so much, my minister. And fellow Biafrans, as the Prime Minister may not have so much long of a time to spend, please come up and ask us questions about this seat at home. As you can see, the effort they are making is to silence you and make sure that the memory of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is taken away from you. And not only that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is forgotten, but so that your freedom fighting will be dead. But we have kept it alive by the wisdom that Chukwuka have given to our Prime Minister. And that's why this seat at home is very, very sacrosanct, and it is completely inevitable that we do this until Biafra is restored. Ask us questions right now about the seat at home, and the Prime Minister will respond to you. Yes, seat at home will give us Biafra. Ask us why it will give us Biafra. Ask us questions about it and why it is going on, and the Prime Minister will be here to answer you. Please raise your hands as I begin to bring our people in. I'll begin to bring you in. Please, as you come in, raise your hands. Please just limit the accolades and ask your questions. 60 seconds for everyone that raise their hands. Please do that as you're coming in. I want to quickly give the microphone to Mazi Onyeka. Onyeka, please, your 60 seconds begins now, please. Unmute yourself, Onyeka.
Please, I'm not here for question. When the time comes, I want to eulogize my Prime Minister. Please give others mic for question. Thank you.
That's quite understandable. Please, I want to give the microphone to Chuks Akalmaize. Chuks Akalmaize, please go ahead and bring that question, please.
Thank you, Pastor Van Van Van, our Honorable His Excellency, Honorable Prime Minister, and Simon Epanjoko, the Ambassador of Peace. I have two questions, my Prime Minister. One, please, my Prime Minister, I hope our app and the increase of our voice of Biafra in our land are still on the pipeline. Number two, is there any way we can get our national anthem, Biafra national anthem weddings, where so that we can begin to learn it?
The media will put that out for you, please. That's not part of the discussion tonight. The media will bring it out, and we will do that this week, so you get the weddings. And you can even get them already on Google. Google it, you will see all the weddings of the national anthem. Thank you, Chuks. I don't know if the PM have something to say.
Yes, the voice of Biafra is in the pipeline. Thank you.
All right. Chuks, thank you very much. And I want to give you the microphone very quickly, please, in 60 seconds. Mazi Simon Ekpa Akos, please go ahead, Mazi.
Okay, good evening, our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa himself, even though I'm trying to share your name. Thank you for the wonderful work God called you into, and you really obliged to that calling. And you don't know what you are doing. In fact, saving the life of over 70 million people is massive. But in line with that, please, what are we doing? Because I know the liberation of Biafra has metamorphosed from just guiding the forest and not allowing Fulani to desecrate the land again as they used to do before. Now is government. And yet, our youth, they are being derailed or cornered somehow into a place where they gather and they used to bring them to the slaughter table. What can we do to sensitize these young people that for now Biafra Liberation Army does not recruit anybody, so that they can know? Why I ask this question is because of an individual that I have to educate 2 days ago, and he was telling me that in their state that youth are just eager to for this Biafra and they were collecting form to join the army. I told him no, there is nothing like army form in a Biafra liberation for now. And when I educated him, he said, wow. So I don't know what should be done so that our youth will not just fall as a chicken in the hands of these people, because I know there is nothing like ESN again. No longer, we have people that guide the land, that take over the defense of the land, and the Biafran take over the Biafran territory. So what do we do in order to curtail this impasse of the evil people? That's the question, sir.
Thank you very much for that wonderful question. This is a very wonderful question. And I must tell you, you see, before Biafra comes, a lot of people will go down.
Sure.
So your prayer should be, do not be among them that will be deceived to go down before Biafra. But whether people are going to go down, those ignorant people will go down. Many of them will go down because of their ignorance. And they cannot say that they're not following and we are not recruiting. What these people are doing is this is not the first time they have done it. Remember about last year, they did something, which
Yes.
when I was still having a program, having broadcast every day, and many people came to start confessing, and there were many audios that came, and there were people, although then we have not have this particular clear structure of where we are going and what we are doing. So a lot of people were confused then. So if anybody at this point go and start joining IPOB Nigeria to go and do video and post video, you are your own. And if you are part of those that will go down, there is nothing you can do, you go down, and Biafra will come. But what I want to say this evening is that there is nothing like ESN anymore. And the reason why there is nothing like ESN is because it is the reason why they look for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to kill, was immediately after the launch of the ESN. And today, some people are gathering people to snap picture and snap video in the name of ESN. There is nothing like ESN. What we have now is Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra forces under Biafra government. And we are exonerating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from anything that's not in hand. What we are doing. I am taking full responsibility as the Prime Minister of the Republic of Nigeria. Because what they want to do is to tell you that, it was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that formed ESN. And they continue to use the ESN name to commit crimes. And then they come to social media and tell you that Biafra Liberation Army, how they are fighting Nigeria government is for them to use it against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why we are telling them Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not have anything to do with Biafra Liberation Army, they are still using it to do broadcast. Why? Just like I'm saying it now, that it has nothing to do with the Biafra Liberation Army, Now, they are gathering people who may think that they are actually gathering them for Simon Ekpa government or Simon Ekpa group, because that's what they call us. They say Simon Ekpa government. Like you can see some people who have resigned, they say Simon Ekpa government. Those people may think that it is the Biafra Liberation Army that is recruiting them. Why they are not? And by the time they realize that it is not, they have nothing to do with us, they have given them oath. Those evil oaths that they will use to deceive them. They say, oh, you have taken oath. If you go out here, they will kill you. And before you know it, those boys, innocent boys, will have no option than to sit for the video. They will do the video, and all of them, some of them will be captured and by force to stay there. And some of them, who knows what to do, will disappear, like they have done it before. So the reason why there is no ESN is so that they are not going to say, oh, it is ESN that he formed. Because what Nigeria government and the Jofo want to do now is that they have reversed the decision back to Bitanyako. And what they want to do is to overturn and reverse that particular court judgment. I am go and mark today's date.
Oh God.
Have you seen in a country where court will go up and go down? Where judgment, this one will give you, and at the end of the day, you refer it back to the same court. And the same court will now say, okay, what we did before, we didn't do it again. That is what they want to do. Mark today's date. They want to reverse the decision, the same decision that they gave on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They want to reverse it. And now, when they want to reverse it, is when the Jofo have told them to gather boys and do video in the name of ESN. So that tomorrow they will start committing the crime they are committing in the name of ESN. And they say it was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu who formed the ESN. Like you can see, anything we do today, they are still calling ESN. Even when we have said there is no ESN, it is Biafra Liberation Army, they continue to call ESN. Are you not following? Have you ever seen me saying ESN neutralized army today? ESN neutralized this day. Have you ever seen me saying that?
Never.
All right. So why then are they tagging it? Why then are they calling ESN? So why are people not asking questions? We have said we are fighting, we are armed. And each time they want to report, they say ESN. Because Nnamdi Kanu is in their custody. And he founded ESN. Now, these criminals who sold him have gathered some innocent youth and made video. How many are there? And they call you East, whatever command is. They say East command. Where? They carry flag. We have gone over carrying flag. What we are doing now is we are carrying sophisticated weapons. I have just said about shooting their airplane when they come to bomb us. We don't shoot with flag. The Biafra liberation has gone from group to government. And let me tell you that in international law, only government in exile have the right under international law to raise an army.
Hallelujah.
And we have done that. Only government in exile have the right to conduct election under in a territory they control. And we are going to do that.
Hallelujah. Wow.
So what did this idiot know? So my brother, I want every Biafran listening to me this evening to know we are not in era of ESN until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out. For now, what we have officially, what we have is Biafra Liberation Army under the command of the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile. And we have Biafra resistance fighters, we have Biafra Navy and Biafra Air Force. And you are going to see the effigy of Biafra Air Force in the coming months and weeks.
Amen. So sorry, sir, please, can I just say this one, then I will release the microphone back to Raf.
Go ahead.
Please just permit me. Now, I don't know whether it is good for this public consumption, but because it came out and there was a bit confusion, that was why I want you to lay it to bed. I saw your post and I drew wisdom from it. I said, yes, this man is really being led by the spirit of Chukwu Kabiama. Now, there was a misinformation in the space, in the handle, X handle of a particular adored.
Nobody is officially assigned by the Biafra government. Anything you did not see from my S handle doesn't exist.
Okay. It's just because of that sit at home, though he came to apologize.
I have just said,
it's all right.
Since I made this comment, you should just let it be.
I
Because
understand.
anything you did not see in my S handle does not exist.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm satisfied. Thank you so much. Raf, take it over.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That is noted. I have seen my brother who has joined me already in the co-host. Mad Success, please take the microphone and then we'll continue to move to bring in people.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, our own Deputy Media of Information and Communication, Maazira Pastor Bababam, our Prime Minister. I cite you and I greet you and every other person in this space. God bless you all. And on a quick one, please, I want to remind General Musa Christopher, the Chief of Defense Staff, that he has forgotten what happened to General Atahiru Ibrahim, the Chief of Army Staff, former Chief of Army Staff, that was crashed in a plane. And he has also forgotten what happened to the former Jonathan Andrazazi. I watched his interview this evening when he called Shetima the big elephant. You know, elephant is a very big animal. And when you mention elephant and the nine attached big to it, this is a euphemism. And it connotes something. And there's a meaning to what he's saying. He should get ready. I know he could be the next person to be crushed after Ibrahim Atahiru. He should be careful in selection of his words. I know they have already marked him for destruction because he refused to deliver. Then it's a tradition. Tomorrow is our tradition. I must be obeyed, and there is no other. Thank you, PM. And Mazi, go ahead and start bringing people in. I will be here to be removing those who have already spoken. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, my beloved comrade. Thank you. All right. Please, I'm giving the microphone quickly to you. Who takes it now? Let me give it to Veteran. Veteran, please take the microphone. Veteran Dragon, please.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Very quickly, please.
Am I coming out, please?
I'm coming out. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, Success. My Prime Minister, I want to salute you and salute you and salute you. There is something that really baffles me. When Britain had this meeting with this Islamic State and Nigeria was included, what bothers me is that how come Christian Association of Nigeria did not notice this? How come the Christian leaders in the zoo did not notice this? It is only you who noticed it and alerted us. How come, if not you, who look at what happened and discover what happened, we would not have noticed it. We have Christian Association of Nigeria. We have Christian leaders. We have bishops all over. They could not notice that Nigeria had been designated as an Islamic state. May God bless you. May God bless you.
Just hold it on there. Let me tell you something. What is a Christian Association of Nigeria? There is absolutely nothing like Christian Association of Nigeria. Is it not the same Christian Association of Nigeria that accepted to go to pilgrimage in Turkey? Are you aware
in Turkey? Yeah.
Are you aware that pilgrimage for Christians are now in Turkey? Like, this is the highest slap on the face of Christianity. A Turkey where they have captured and Islamized everybody. There is no single. The highest cathedral in Turkey have been turned into something else. And somebody in Nigeria who called himself the chairman of Christian Nigeria Association in Nigeria, whatever they call them, is advocating and accepting that Nigeria will now go to pilgrimage in Turkey, and not because of the war in Israel. They have done it last year, and there was no war in Israel last year. Now, even if there is a war in Israel, why would you choose Turkey?
Yeah.
And somebody is telling me about Christmas. What did your Bible tell you? What did your Bible tell you? Is Turkey part of Holy Land? And this is happening in the face of everybody, right before your very own eyes. So, my brother, let me tell you, there is nothing like Christian Association of Nigeria. What you have there are people who pretend to be Christians. You don't know what Islamic people can do. This is a plan for many years. So they pretend to be Christians. They use their terrorism to elect them to become the chairman or president of Christian Association of Nigeria. And before you know it, anything they say, they approve it as a chairman. And that's why you see Nigeria going to pilgrimage in Turkey. Hey, let me see anybody coming to talk rubbish about Christmas.
Yeah, my Prime Minister, for alerting us, I want to thank you. I want to thank you. May God bless you. May Elohim bless you. May you live long. I love the language. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. In Jesus' name, thank you. Thank you.
He said, thank you. All right. We move. Please take the microphone, Queen Beauty. Please, 60 seconds, very quickly.
Hello, Prime Minister. Good evening, sir. I'm so grateful to speak to you today. Thank you so much. Although I'm not from your place, I'm from Benin, but I've already follow MK right from the one. I just want to thank you. I don't have any question for you. I've already had enough of talking and enlightening us. Thank you so much for standing in the gap. Thank you. May God bless you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you too. Please take the microphone, the good guy, please.
Hello.
The good guy, are you there?
Hello. Good evening.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, Prime Minister Simon, good evening, sir. I'm really appreciative and because when just a very question, I think you may go address, but I just want to say, come join this me na East Baya na that na kidnapping na this rampage. And my kumbo nwere to escape all this thing in checkmate. Kamara ndị na commit all this small crime anọkọta eburu mmadụ enweghị onye ga-ama na all these people onye ọwụna bụzi egbe biko ana m ajụ nwere etu esi ga-epu this thing put these people on checkmate from the locals, at least from the village people so nọ around. A ga-ama ndị na-akọmiti ihe a mara ebe ha na-anọ eje ebe ahụ eburu ha etrit ede afọkọp napụta iche ahụ egbe ha ji because ihe a mere na onye ọbụla na-abazi n'ụjọ. Nwere ike ịka na-eme ihe na-eme onye bịa ebe a buru gị gị mara na
Let me address you. That can never be possible without the help of the Nigeria Terrorist Army and Police. Every crime you see happening today, there is a hand of a Nigeria police there. There is a hand of Nigeria Army there. There is a hand of Nigeria security agents there. None of those crimes, none of those people kidnapping people do it on their own. They have people in the banking system under Nigeria who facilitate their fund. They have people in the security. If you watch the video that was just on social media this afternoon, where the discussion between a criminal and the Nigeria police officer, the criminal was telling him, collect 50,000 now and let me go. Because if I come out, I will come for you and your family. Because he knows there is somebody in the police that will release him. Of course, in a sane society, if you catch a criminal, you don't actually have to kill him. The person has to get his punishment. But for a criminal to be bragging to a policeman like that, my people are coming to release me and I will come for you. Collect this 50,000 now and let me go. That guy was not actually joking. He knows what he was talking about. So, for us to succeed, we must start from the root. The root is that every military, every police, every arm-carrying person under Nigeria must be pulled out of Biafra land. Then we are going to solve the problem from that. We cannot just start cutting the branches of the tree when the tree is still standing. So some of you don't understand what we are doing. You think we don't know what we are doing? We know what we are doing. If you go and kill those guys, other people, they have still other people they are going to give gun tomorrow. So how many people are you going to kill? The best thing we have to do is to, first of all, uproot the taproot that is giving them the guns, giving them the impetus, covering them to go and kidnap people and kill them for ransom. And those people are the Nigeria police, Nigeria army, Nigeria navy, Nigeria custom, all those military, all those people are the one sponsoring the kidnapping going on in Biafra land. Until we pull them out of Biafra land, you will still continue to have. We don't want to waste time. We are focused. Our focus is on these people that are carrying arms in our land under Nigeria. So once we solve them, once we pull them out of Biafra land, crime will go. I want you to understand that they are kidnapping right in their checkpoint. Fulani operation is always happening right in their checkpoint. That is to show you the level, the impunity, level of impunity in Nigeria. Is it me that is complaining? Are you not hearing it here everywhere? Are you not seeing it, including in their confession? So, my brother, the impunity in Nigeria is from the security agents. They are not security. These are a combination of hardened criminals and the combination of terrorists. You know the history of SARS. Do you know where the SARS people are today? Do you know where they are working? Those people committing those crimes of kidnapping, some of them are SARS members. Nobody have asked question, where is the SARS that was disbanded? Where are they? Do you know where they are? Do you think they are now in the street doing Agboro work? No. They are still somewhere. They have not been killed. They are not in prison. SARS people are now security agents in different form. Those crimes will stop. Immediately, we neutralize the army in Biafra, neutralize the police in Biafra, neutralize all of them that are carrying arms under Nigeria. Then, we know the enemy we have within. Thank you.
Prime Minister, do you know that today in the news, according to them, police rescued 3 victims of kidnapped children, and were kidnapped by herdsmen in Anambra State today. So these are the things that we are trying to eradicate in the land. It is not that our people are the one doing these things. It is strangers are being empowered by those who are supposedly employed to secure lives and property of these people. And instead of the CDS to tackle this, he was busy chasing shadows. And I just believe what I'm telling you this evening. They will call for him for calling Shetima a big elephant. That word is a big word.
Thank you, success. Hello, dear friends that are here. Please remember, you need to understand that the second phase of this begins tomorrow. Go back to the video where the one person in the George Republic was crying that the original governor, the real governor of the Southeast, is South Africa, because the sit-at-home order given from Helsinki is being obeyed even by the governor of the state. This same sit-at-home is what has crippled the economy, crippled their presence, stopped them from, silently eradicating or eliminating mass. You remember that these criminals on the ground will always say that on the top day of our leader, this action will only take place on that day. On the last day, they will campaign against it seriously. If not the Prime Minister who stood on his ground to make sure that the whole of them fall is locked down. Even on the day that Masin was supposedly to be, the escape was supposed to come up because these criminals were trying to abolish this action, which they no longer have the mouth to live. These are the things you should talk about. Tell us how this has impacted and has given us living ways as we go into the second phase tomorrow. I'm giving you the microphone now, please. No, sorry, you came in just now. Maduka, please take the microphone. The Prime Minister will answer you. Please, question was not accolade this time, please. Thank you.
Good evening, Pastor Bam Bam. Good evening, Biafra, all over the world. My Prime Minister, I love you. You are the greatest thing I've ever seen in this world. I love you. I love you so much. The question I have to ask, someone already asked it, so I don't need to ask again. I just feel like to say, my Prime Minister, you are very grateful. We are very grateful for what you are doing for us. God will continue to bless you. Will be with you in anything you are doing, any place you go, any place you step your leg, in anything you touch, you must be blessing. We love you. Continue your good work. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. It's only what I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the accolades. Pastor Baba, see that?
Sorry, I didn't know I muted myself. Sorry, Alex, I was calling on Alex. Alex, I see you in the house. Would you raise your hand, please? If you have a question for the PM, please unmute yourself. Alex HQ, please.
Oh, yeah, good evening from here. Please can you hear me there?
Go ahead, Alex. Can hear you.
Okay, good evening, Ogaraf. Good evening, my Prime Minister. Good evening from the house. My question is this. Let me acknowledge my PM first. I appreciate my PM for not being a coward, because when this started, I said, "Lord, shouting up and down till now, I discovered that coward." Because the only person that can stand, I did it, and I take responsibility for it. That's what my PM is doing. Now, my question is this: before this Oyendu's court case, I was like, PM announced that he is going to visit UK on the 15th by 8 p.m. And I was expecting PM to come up and tell us that, look at what is going to happen, this, that, they don't get it. So I was like, this one PM will do UK program by 8 p.m. Is it that it is not going to pop out? And for almost a year now, you have not given us updates concerning Oyedu's, if it's fine, any news from him. So I was worried. So my question to you, please, is there any information concerning Oyedu, if it's fine? Because I've not heard from him for a long time, and keep me very worried. That's my question, my PM.
Thank you very much. First of all, I have seen you with the cap of Tinubu. So are you now with Tinubu?
No, my PM. I have a if I wanted to do so, and I need that app to perform it, so that's why I acquired it.
That's a part. Well, we are no longer in the era of update. We don't need updates. Nobody update help. So we are now in the era of going through degrees of heat to become diamond. It is not the era of update. It is era of action. This era of liberation. What Nigeria did was to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and let everybody start fighting for his release and forget the Biafra. So we understand the game very well. So, and we are saying we are not only going to be fighting for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are also going to increase the heat and the pressure for the Biafra liberation. And that is what is going on. So I am having an update like I need to have, but it is no longer the time for talk to come and start saying, oh, Oyendu is this, Oyendu is that. I know what is. So long as I know what I know, I'm contented with that. And it is not always, it doesn't make any sense anymore. What makes sense more is to make Nigeria to feel the pain that we have felt for many years, while we are also using the same hand to call for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The issue of giving updates is no longer, we are no longer in that era. Oyendu has been humiliated, his right deprived, and the elephant is flying in Nigeria court, as we can see today. The United Nations has demanded the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria violated it. People are not paying attention. Nigeria court, from Umuahia to Abuja, have given decision rules on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yet he is still in DSS dungeon. And every day you'll be expecting us to be giving update. No. This is no longer time for update. This is the time to face Nigeria man to man, iron to iron. And they know the reason why I'm facing them is because Nnamdi Kanu is not here anymore with us. So any day they hear the sound of the bullet from Biafra forces, they will remember if it was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, maybe it will not be happening like that. The update I'm giving to Biafra people is the action coming from Biafra land against this terrorist state. Any day they fall, as they used to fall, they will remember Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in dungeon. That is the update I'm giving them. I hope you understand the coded language. Thank you.
Yes, my PM. Thank you. Since it's fine, I'm okay with that. God bless you, sir.
Thank you, Alex. My PM, your eyes are everywhere. Honestly, I didn't even see Alex.
Alex, PM never said that Onyendi is fine, no. He never says that. Onyendi is fine. Alex, fine. He cannot be in a solitary confinement and he'll be fine. So he is not fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Success. No, I was telling Alex, you think, and some of you that are doing some things, you think the PM doesn't see. His eyes are everywhere, both in the mirror and in the physical. Oh, wonderful. Okay, please, I'm going to give you the microphone right now very quickly. Your hand is up. Onye Maichi Ajani. Please, quickly, the PM is waiting to take your question.
Thank you very much. Good evening, dear friends all over the world. Thank you, my Prime Minister, Success, and bam, bam, bam. My question is, considering the outcome of the Supreme Court judgment yesterday, requiring Onyendi back to High Court, accepting that his right was violated in his home, and accepting also that his condition was a violation of his right. They never gave any punishments out to the government, to the military who went to attack his house, to the government who renditioned him from Kenya. And now they are bringing him back to the lower court. What is the implication of this judgment? And what is the government going to do to make sure that Nigeria feels the heat of what they are doing to Onyendi? Number two, sir, I am gradually discovering that there are some parts of Biafra land that are not really obeying the situation, that some of these places are still bubbling. What is the government going to do to those places where that some are not really obeying? Because this is, like we are entering into this, in the phase one, some places that some are not obeyed, and there are people inside of those places. What is the government going to do to this? Thank you.
Send the list of those who are not observing it so we can send message to them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my PM. Thank you. Okay, quickly, please take your turn. Ugo Lawrence, you have 60 seconds, please.
Good evening, my Prime Minister. I thank you for this opportunity. I'm a student of Tansa University, Omonia, in Anambra State. My question is, hope the sit at home won't affect us because I'll be going back home on Thursday. That was my question. And secondly, I want you to help us emphasize on this thing the Nigerian Army does along that Owerri Road, near that Air Force base, where people normally come down and cross the checkpoint. They extort money from us. Like, it's been twice now they have extorted money from me while going back home to Abia State. So, and I don't really like that. Even when I had nothing in my pocket, they extorted the last card I had in my pocket. So, and it really made me sad. So, I will be leaving on Thursday. So, my question is, hope the sit at home won't affect our going. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much. The sit at home is tomorrow, which is Monday, and Tuesday, which is on the 19th. So next tomorrow. So it will not affect you on Thursday. Another thing is that as they are telling you to come down, just come down and raise your hand, okay? But pray that the day it will happen there, you are not there raising your hand up. Always be vigilant whenever you are crossing those checkpoints, because bullet doesn't know who is who and who is not who. So when you are crossing the checkpoint, just be very, very vigilant. Let your eye be very, very sharp. And once something happens, lie on the ground straight with your stomach until you further notice. That's a security tip. Thank you.
Okay, I'm sure you got that security tip from the PM. Thank you. All right, quickly, please take the microphone. How do you mention this? UHIVE, UHIVE. Please, you have 60 seconds, please.
Thank you very much. I don't know if everybody can hear me.
Go ahead, please.
Good evening, my Ebu PM. This is my first time of speaking with you ever since I have been following you since 2021. And I'm very happy to speak with you. Though I have been trying to make some requests on the comment section, I don't know if you do it. I believe you are always busy, and I have been monitoring any time you will be online on the space, so I can make this request and know if it will be granted. I am from Arondiziok in Odimo State, which is the current Olu state in the Biafra land. And I saw the map that was drafted in Olu state, especially to that of Akokwa. My PM, I really don't know if there's anything you can do. I have already been writing to your comment section back to back, like, is the Ogandin here Megonye is a community of its own, which is way more bigger than Akokwa. So
I don't know. PM, should we be talking about the map now, or should he get in touch with us for clarification?
Anybody that want to talk about maps should first of all locate their state executive and write whatever you want to write to them. Okay. I am not the one. I'm not the one who made the map. So get your state executives, and if you are deported in Biafra, you should know who your executive is, or you should have at least contact of those in the government of de facto. Write your consent to them, and it will be addressed. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That is one. Then another thing is this. Sorry, I didn't know. In Odimo State, I live in Owerri, and I noticed, not that I noticed, I've been observing the Owerri, to be precise, is not observing it at home. Unlike,
I don't think you're correct. You're not correct. You're not correct, please. You're not correct. Owerri is locked down. Owerri is always locked down. We've seen the updates. Please, you're not very correct. I don't think you're correct. Maybe you're getting some old news about Owerri. Douglas Road, all those places are locked down. You're not correct. Please. Thank you very much.
Tomorrow morning, go to where I make video and send to us, okay?
by PM, I don't move out, especially on Mondays, and I'm scared.
Why you don't move? No. You must move out. Go to where
apart from that, I obey sit at home.
Can you go to where this evening so that you can wake up in the morning, make video tomorrow and send to us, so that next time I'm gonna come on the space, you can tell me yes, you made the video, and we have seen how we did not observe the sit at home tomorrow. Let's start from the practical.
Okay. I really wish I will, but I'll try my best. My PM. If I don't try today, I'll try next week.
All right, next person, please.
Thank you. Please, can you take the microphone now? Cross width.
Cross-tweet.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Yeah. I want to thank Simon for the great work you've done. Then also I want to ask a question. Because I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm the person that hates the Nigerian government more than any other human being on earth, just because I have personally direct family losses from that still affects my father up till today. So my question is, do we have plans of creating like a Biafra CIA where we have people that can infiltrate their system. And I know we can, like an example, if we had somebody that is a Biafran doing the same job just to become a governor in a state and take over that state, take over their security apparatus and everything. Also, do we have plans of this, the military base in Owerri, Obinze? Do we have any plans for it? And
I don't know
thirdly,
whether when you come to tell me how you hate Nigeria, it makes me to start to think that you are agent. Just coming here to talk. It's just because you watch my video of me saying that our next target is Obinze. You want to come for more confirmation to know how we
no,
are
the
going to
reason I
attack
talked
Obinze or
about
what?
Obinze is because I have a personal, I went to Futo, obviously. I have a
So did you
personal.
watch the video I posted today about Obinze?
No, seriously, I've not watched a video about Obinze.
All right, let me answer you about
Yeah.
infiltrating. We have passed the time of trying to go and become a governor and all that.
Okay.
All those ones. Who is this Biafra? Can this person mute, please?
Someone is disturbing. Okay.
Biafra liaison, why are you opening your mic?
So this is not the time for that. We have gone. Can you remove this person, please?
Yeah, I removed it. Biafra liaison,
All right.
you come in here,
All
you're
right.
opening your mic.
All right. So we have. Don't give him mic again, please. We've passed that particular stage of trying to be part of Nigeria. What we are going on is into declaration after referendum. So that is a bygone story. Thank you.
Lastly, I wanted to say something that's very important. You made a post that we should go on to repost something on the South Korean president and things like that. And I noticed that a lot of people didn't do it. In short, I had to follow up with what you did, and I noticed that we didn't even get up to 200 reposts on those posts. I want to also say that things like that are very important. When we are fighting for things like that, it's good that we share this information. If 50,000 of us send out an information to the South Korean president, he's going to say, it's going to help our movement. And also, I've also noticed that most of these IPOB, people saying IPOB, they have a green logo on Twitter.
They are not,
Sorry,
they are not IPOB. They are
they are
IPOB Nigeria.
fake,
They are
yes.
IPOB Nigeria, the political pressure
Yeah.
group.
And
Go
they
ahead.
have a code where they use green on their profile. What these guys are doing is they try to bring down people's morale with I am IPOB. They're just trying to bring down people's morale. And I hope every Biafran, whenever we see things like that, let us call them out and make them know that they are criminal.
No,
And
we have passed that particular stage already, okay? That is not a stage that we come here and start discussing. They have no relevancy in this whole Biafra liberation. So their only thing is to come to our comment section and talk. That's all. And most of them are not even active anymore.
I support you.
So do you have something else? Do you have something else to say, please?
Are you listening? Are you listening to the PM? Do you have any other thing? Leave that area. You have any other thing to ask?
Okay, nothing else. I just want to say thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Cross. Thank you. God bless you. All right. We move. Please, Ifeanyi, please, can you bring your question to the PM, please? Unmute yourself.
My Prime Minister, good evening.
Go ahead, Ifeanyi.
I'm from Egbanke. I'm from Egbanke, so I really appreciate my Prime Minister, and I'm happy for the work he's doing all this wise. I pray to God for God to give him more courage and more strength. So the reason why my question is this. You know, I'm from Egbanke, Igbo-speaking community under Edo State. So last time, after Mazina Khan was kidnapped, so ESN there was ESN there. So this ESN are no longer there because of the new king. Because this new king, the father died after 3 months when Mazina Khan was kidnapped. So this boy don't know anything about ESN. So after then, policeman, this man, this very young boy, invited police and tell police that there's people who are in the bush. You don't know who they are. So since then.
Please, can you go straight to your question, please? You are telling us a story. Please go straight to your question.
Okay. What are you doing about ESN in a banking community? That's my question. Because
Prime
6 months
Minister,
now.
Prime Minister, let me answer this guy. Yeah. See, just you are from a bank here.
Yeah.
And you are
Success.
What are you doing? Okay.
Success. Hold on. I'm not here to discuss anything ESN. I've just told you that what we have now is Biafra Liberation Army.
Yeah.
So if there is Biafra Liberation Army there, you can contact us and I will answer you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. We'll move. Mazi Onyeka, you want to come with the question now? You don't raise your hand.
Yeah, I don't have question. I just want to. I know my prime minister does not ask for this name, but it pleases us to call him this name. My prime minister, my name is Onyeka Chukwu. The loyalty is watertight always. You are the Ononambe Cholo, meaning Arugu one of Biafra. The Atakata Abusia, Okoya na Suna Beruole, Obowam Rudi Eastern governors. Thank you so much for what you are doing for us. Thank you so much. You make us proud. You remove the shame in us. You make us to regret.
Hello, what happened? Is the speaker not talking again? Oh, the thing is even off. What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened?
You remove the shame in us. You make us to regret.
The thing is having, is a network problem over there from their end?
putting on the marks of our liberation army in a Siena. But these are not our men. These are Anambra vigilante Janjaweed. Let me not go far. The owner of the land, know thyself. Know thyself. Kaja, you got that. Nadi, fine, you got that. Thank you so much, BM. Okay, now, you have done the right thing. You raise your hand. Before your hand were not raised and you were saying that I gave you microphone. Please now take the microphone. Roots, can you please unmute yourself now? You now have the microphone. Okay.
Good evening, our Prime Minister. I don't have question, but what I'm trying to say that those people going home are those people, those selfish people who want to be king among the poor. So they just want to go and show off. Secondly, those people, politicians, they all have families abroad. So most of their families are going home to celebrate Christmas. Most of them have weddings and occasions just for the Christmas. And then the people back home, some of them are telling you there's nothing happening. So they are telling them there's nothing happening, they can come home. So that's the situation there. So they are mostly the selfish people that doesn't follow what is happening and they don't believe that anything is happening. Thank you very much. Remain blessed.
Thank you very much. And we just have 15 days to be calling the results.
Yeah.
For those who will go. So we will be here. Thank you. Thank you, Uruk.
Thank you, Uruk. Thank you very much for that submission. Now, please, Success, do you have something to say, or should I go forward?
Oh, go forward.
All right, thank you, Success. Please take the microphone. Simon Ekpa Jr., please. You have 60 seconds.
This is already midnight here, so I think we will have 2 more questions and I go. Thank you.
Okay, my Prime Minister. Simon Jr., please, you, and then we have 2 more, then the Prime Minister will go.
Good evening, Marty. I don't have question to ask, and I'm here to give you thanks and I appreciate you for your good work, for everything you're doing for we Biafrans. Without you, we have already be doomed, seriously. May Chukwu protect and guide you and give you more strength to fight and take us to our beautiful nation. Nothing, Biafra.
United States of Biafra.
Thank you
very much.
So much, Mazi. May God protect you abundantly.
He said, Dalo. Okay, I'm curious. I want to know what this name has to ask. Lucifer, please, can you unmute yourself? Lucifer, please, can you unmute yourself and come with your question?
Yes. All right. No, I don't really have questions to ask, but I just want to greet our PM that he's really doing a nice job, and it's not easy. It's just like he's the Solomon and Moses of our time, and I pray God will continue to give him the strength to do more. And all I just want to say is Biafran should be strong, and they should be ready to move. Whenever he says move, we should be ready to move. Whenever we say stop, we should be ready to stop. I just pray God will help us to get what we want in Jesus' name. That's what I just want to say.
Why do you have Lucifer? When I see your name, Lucifer, I was expecting an encounter, but I don't understand.
All right,
I'm surprised though, and he's saying in Jesus' name.
Yeah. This is my first time of attending the meeting.
Okay, so you want to be godly. You want to be godly first before you unleash your this thing. As a first timer, you want to rata us with your sweet word first. Very cry Ishabu with your.
Please, we have the last question.
What I'm actually looking at is somebody with P2B who is very, very happy here. I don't know. Is it what is that? Matthew. Matthew with P2B picture. He's just waving and smiling and being happy and all that.
Where is he, please? Let's give him the microphone.
I hope he knows, where he is.
Sorry, Raphael, please, sir, I would like to speak. I don't know if you guys can, if I'm coming out. I don't know how to raise up my hands, please.
I just want to complain the problem we're having here.
Please, who is talking? How many people are talking here at the same time?
My name is...
I was talking first. I just kept quiet. I want to...
Go ahead.
Matthew, unmute yourself, please. Matthew, unmute yourself. Then the other man
No. No man, go ahead.
No man, go ahead, please.
No mandatory vaccine. Not even no mandatory vaccine. Go ahead.
Oh, no. Oh, thank you. No mandatory vaccine. Thank you so much. Prime Minister, thank you so much. Prime Minister of the Republic of the Biafra Republic government in exile. I'm so excited speaking with you today. I've always been following this space, and I've been following all the broadcasters. I want to appreciate you, the Prime Minister, please, and also all the broadcasters. So right now, our Prime Minister, I just want to take your mind back, which I know you know already, that for you, because your safety now is our priority. We want you to be careful of journalists who come in white skin, because a lot of journalists, a lot of criminals who was employed by the British government were sent to Sao Tome. You know, Sao Tome is where our plane lift, Ojuku plane, bringing food and necessary things into Biafra land, that lands in the Uli airport created by the Biafran engineers. That is a lot of people drinking in the same hotel in Sao Tome. But they were there as journalists, but they were gathering information which they sent to the British. So first, we want to counter every loophole that caused our little errors in the first war. We should be very, very careful. Our Prime Minister, your safety is our priority. We'll be careful in any journalist in any form, because as a prisoner in China, they can take a prisoner to go and do anything because he has nothing to lose. They can take a prisoner in Europe. Hey, you have nothing to lose. Go and do this for us, and you will regain your freedom.
Thank you. I don't think this is something that I'm not aware of. So thank you for your concern. I've heard you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And secondly,
all right. Thank you. I think we've had it enough, my PM. I think you needed only 2 last questions, and they've all come. Thank you, PM.
All right, so the last person, please.
Okay.
The last person.
Let's take Ezenwa, the good guy. Ezenwa, the good guy, please take the microphone.
Hello, good morning from my location, my PM. Am I coming out?
Yes.
Please, my PM, I don't have much to ask. My question is that when are we starting killing this our Ohaneze people? Because this is the problem we're having in Biafra land. When are we starting killing?
You know how to use gun, right?
You mean Ohaneze?
You know how to use gun, right?
I'm a military.
Go and come back and give us a result. Thank you.
All right.
Please, I have something to say. Oh, good evening, my PM.
Who is that?
Okay, his hand was up. I think he was the last person with his hand
I
up.
have something to say. Oh, good evening, my PM.
Yes, go ahead and say it.
Go ahead.
Yes, please, my PM. Good evening. What I wanted to say is for those people who are talking about kidnapping in the southeast, I really want to give them an assignment. From Enugu to Umuahia, let me just say that is an example. They should travel from Enugu to Umuahia. Every checkpoint, both army and police from Enugu to Umuahia, they will never see an Igbo man in any of the checkpoints. Both the military and the police, they are all Fulanis and Awusas. That is what I want to say. That is just the assignment I want to give them. Biafrans don't do kidnapping. The people doing this kidnapping are the Fulanis, and they are in the military and in the police. I travel that route virtually every day. My PM, thank you very much for your work.
Thank you very much, and that's why I said to them, any day when we neutralize them in Biafra land, that is the time kidnapping will end.
Yes.
For the fact that these criminals and these terrorists are wearing military in the name of coming to our land in the name of military, having roadblock and checkpoint, we will still be battling the same thing. So once we neutralize all of them and they can no longer stay in our road with their checkpoint, the kidnapping will end.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
All right, with this note, I thank you everyone for being part of this this evening space. And tomorrow, the sit at home start. Do not fall a victim to Nigeria state. Stay in your home and stay alive for your people. Good night from here. God bless you all.